Hey guys, welcome to animations. This is going to be covering how to make block animations. First thing you need to do is we need to open up that pack I gave you guys in the Discord. Now, if you notice in here, there is programs. So we need to go down here. The program we're going to be using today is the Paint program. So you're going to need to install this. Now, once this is installed, of course, you had to install this on the first pack, so it should already be installed. But anyways, yeah, so you gotta install this. Now, what you have to do is you have to add this plugin. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into, well, let's open up another file. Then we're gonna go over here and type paint right there, paint.net. Then we are not trying to open it. There, trying to open, there we go. So all I did was type in paint, then hit enter. And then right here. So right here is the directory that we're trying to go. Once you find this one right here that says like the C programs, Microsoft Windows, start menu, programs, we're going to right click on it. Sometimes, there we go. I think I had to right click on the actual paint. Yeah, that's how I did it. Because if I go, I don't know, it was being weird. So yeah, right click on it and this comes up right here. What you want to do is open file location. Now you have the file location. And I will also, oh, it's just C program, C paint. That's easy enough. Well, once you're in here, you're going to see file types. Click right here. Now you see I already have it in there, but yours is going to be blank. What you're going to do is open up the plugin to open for a GIF. Right there's the file. So open up this. Then you're going to come up with this unzipped one. All you do is click and drag to the inside of the zip file. So not this one that says, well, just because some of you might not have the extension. Open up the first folder, it comes up that. It's a zipped file. Double click on it with Windows, then it opens up this one. Then you click and drag this one over. Once you do that, you're finished. You have the plugged in installed. Great, nice work. Um, so now let's get to making an animation block. So what we're going to do is open up our pack. We're going to go here to the Mojang file. We're going to start in our behavioral pack like normal, and what you're going to do is follow the steps that we did in the first one. Now in the pack, I've given you guys a gift right here that you can use, or you can find your own gift on the internet. I just figure I supply a cool one because I got the artist's permission, and that's Blue. She does amazing artwork. So what we're going to do, we're going to open up our blocks. Now we got the stone one in here already, so we're going to Control C, Control V. Boom. Then we're just going to name it mushroom. So rename it. I'll just name it mush. Then we're going to open this up. Then we are going to rename this right here. So I'm going to use class for my identifier. You can use anything you want. And then mush. You can look up the groups. I'm just going to keep it the same. But like you can put like in the glass file. You can put it in decorated stone. There's a bunch of different ones you can stick in here. So we're going to save that so that circle goes away. So then we got that done. We are done with the behavior. It's that simple. Let's go into the resource pack. Now we are going to first open up block. So let's, we should probably do the, I'm in here anyway, so. But we'll go over here. Then we are going to copy this one right here. So if you didn't watch the first video, you just want to copy like right before that comma, go up here to the zombie stone. Control C, go down here, type in your comma, hit enter, Control V, or edit paste, whatever your preference is. And then we're going to name it our identifier, which will be class mush. And textures, we are gonna name, this can be anything you want in here. I'm just gonna make it simple for me because I'm a man of habit. I'm just gonna do class mush. And yet again, as you guys know in the first class, this is referencing the file that's going to tell it what texture it's going to do. So Control S. Then we'll make this a glass sound. Why not? Just because we can. And you can look up different sounds you can stick in there. There's like a gigantic list of sounds you can put in there. If I get time, I'll put that in the WordPad where you can find that list. So yeah, we're done in here. Save it so that circle disappears. Then we're going to go to, oh, my computer's doing that stupid thing. So then we'll go back in here. Now we're going to, I hate that. It does like the middle mouse bar. I don't know. Sometimes my computer just likes to argue with me because it can. I'm going to go to view details. There we go. That's what I'm used to. So yeah, we just got done with the block JSON. Now we're going to do the textures. Then go to, now we're going to do flipbook, and I always do Terran. I'm not 100% sure if this is required, but I'm pretty sure it is. I never tried it without it. So we're going to do it anyways. I mean, that's how I did my very first animated block, so I just always stayed. I'm pretty sure there's a reason. It's a long night. So we're going to do the same thing. Just, you know, copy this part right there, Control C. Put a comma right there. Then all these files are in that pack that I included. Everything I'm doing in here, you guys will have if you download my pack. So we're just going to go here, class, and mush. And then we will name the mushroom after we get done editing it in photo, mush. Boom. Since we got the basics of this done, and make sure you have a comma there, then there's no errors. You got to make sure that these are both gold, you know, the start and the end. So yeah, Control S. So now that's all done. Now we have to do the flipbook, but we need to find out how many frames we have. So let's go edit our photo that I put in there. So we'll go to pack. Then we will go to GIFs and textures. Right there it is. Now that extension that we put in Paint, it reads GIF files a certain way. So we actually have to, well, first, if you don't have it enabled, you have to enable extensions. So you got to go to your view, go to show, and then make sure that this is selected, file name extensions. So then we're going to rename this. We're going to rename a GIF to literally a GIF. So GIF to a GIF. Just put an A in front of the gift, then hit enter. Yes, I want to change that. Then it changes it to this, which is okay. So now we are going to right click on it and open with paint.net. Now yours is going to look like this. Now what you need to do is open up layers. So you need to go up here and push this button right here. This shows all of the layers. So now we have 6 frames. But now we need to make it into a PNG file so it's like a flipbook. So to do that, we need to make this first 128. So we need to resize the image. So we'll do 128 by 128. You want to do it in the pixels too. So adaptive best. Yeah, that seems about right. So 128 by 128, because that's block size. Well, the upgraded block size. So there we go. Nice. So from here, we need to get our trusty calculator out. Unless you can do the math in your head. Me, it's late at night. I really don't feel like doing math. So all we do is 128 to get our flipbook size. times by 6 because there's 6 frames. So if you had a animation that was 120 frames, you would times this by 120. So then you would do equals. So 768. That is the height that we need. So we need to go in here, hit new. Now width will be 128. So 128 pixels. Height would be 7. I'm already having a brain fart. What was that number? 768. So 768 by 128. Then we hit OK. Now we have our flipbook here. Now, one thing we want to do is get rid of this background. So, I think we can. There's a way, I believe. I'm used to Photoshop. Where is Tools? There we go. Right in front of my face. So I'm going to select everything. Then I'm going to delete it. Now we have a transparent background. And this is really important to have, because that way we can see our edges. So yeah, your tools in the paint program are all right here. And if you're willing to spend 10 bucks a month because you use Photoshop that much, I highly recommend it. It makes this so much easier because you can actually snap. Now you might be able to snap photos together in here. I don't know how to do it. I know on Photoshop we have that ability, but we can always do it the manual way too. So what you're going to do is hit frame 1, hit Control A to select all, or use your rectangle select and go like that. Once you have this one, you're going to copy it. Then we're going to go to our flipbook here. I prefer zooming in a little bit. Then we're going to Control V or edit paste, however you want to do that. Then you want to move this to the very, very bottom. And then you want to make sure you are exact, because if you're 1 pixel off, your animation's going to be 1 pixel off. That looks pretty. Maybe one more. And of course, you can zoom in if you're unsure. Like you can see we're a pixel off there. Nice. That looks good. Oh, down at the bottom. Perfect. You see how this box is perfectly in line? And that means we are good to go to the next frame. Hit frame 2, Control A, or select all. Then in Photoshop I have to do this. I believe I got to do it on this program too. But the one we select, make sure you're viewing it. Not that it's like this. So deselect this frame, select this frame, click that box. Then Control A, C. We'll go over here. Then I'm sure you guessed it. We are just going to line these up. And take your time. There ain't no rush. Just make sure it lines up perfect. See, in Adobe Shop, you can do this a lot faster because it will actually snap these pictures together. There even might be a way to do it on here. I do not know, as I'm an Adobe user. So then we'll go up to the next frame. Nice. Go over here. This is how you make a flipbook. Oh, let's zoom in there, yeah. We'll get that nice and lined up. Typically I like to have it like that and then move it down 1 just so I know 100% this is perfectly lined up and we are good to move on to the next frame. And I have a lot of practice doing this. Don't worry if you have to take longer. There is no shame in that. Whew. The more practice you get, the better you are at block animations. Then, boom. Nice. Look at that. We are moving right on up. Now we're on frame 5. And it's best to take your time because there is no other feeling when you're doing like 120 block like frame animation to find out one of them was a pixel off. Then you have to go through all 120 to find that one. Yes, that happened to me before. Then boom, look at that. Now we have our flipbook. Isn't that sweet? So now we'll go here, save as. Anytime you're working with Bedrock, it's always PNG. So we'll go to our Mojang file, go into our resource pack, make sure it's the right resource pack, go into textures, blocks, and then we are going to name this mush since that's what we referred it to. Always lowercase, it just makes coding so much easier. Then boom, so we have 1, 2, 3, 6 frames. Nice. So now we will go to back to our pack. Now we're going to do flipbook textures. So I gave you this example. To do this, you're going to select right here and then go up to this bracket right there. Control C, go down to this bottom one. Or actually, well, this is how you add one to flipbooks. Like say, because we're going to redo this one right here, the example, but if you're going to add one to this pack, just put a comma right there, Control V, and then paste a new one here, and then just change these right here. But we're not going to do that. We're going to hit Control Z. We're just going to change this one. So this right here is your frames. We'll just delete everything to 6. Since 6 is the last frame, we don't need that comma. This one right here is how many ticks each frame is going to stay on the block. And then you can blend it or not blend it. So you can play with these settings to see which one you like best. It's all about personal preference. So now we need to change this because we named it a whole different identifier and everything. Simple to do. So class and boom and mush. Now you see everything's in red, and that's because I deleted a quotation. All these texts have to be in quotation. So if it turns red like that, no worries. Just add the quotation marks and it's all good again. So then we'll come back over here. And then textures block mush. Pretty simple, huh? Then we're going to save this. There we go. So now our block should be in game. Now I got to recreate a world because, well, let me turn down that music a little bit, but I started freaking out because I couldn't update the new update, and I thought it was my computer at first, so I completely uninstalled Minecraft and reinstalled it to find out that it wasn't my computer. It was just update wasn't pushed out for PCs with Windows. Wish I would have known that sooner, but no worries. So we're just going to activate our pack. Just to make things easier, I'm going to turn on cheats, creative, and then name this my class map. That was a new sound. Apparently it makes water when you make a new map. That's cool. You guys heard that? I don't think I'm going crazy. I might be. Yeah, let's find out. Let's see if we did this right. And if you make a mistake, that's no worries. You just go in, repeat all the steps, and see what you did wrong. We did it right. Look at that. So we go in here. We did not do it right. So we got the texture on there, but our flipbook is not working. I'm thinking it could be a data file or program. It's going to be simple to fix. Boom. So we named it. Nope. Wrong file. So let's see. Let's check our behavior first. Go into blocks. This is exactly what I do. When I find one of my blocks don't work, I just start from the beginning. Okay, class mush. That is my identifier. Nice. Okay, so this looks good. Exit out of here, then we'll go into our resource pack. Once we're in the resource pack, we will go into blocks. Most likely it's a simple error. Now, so that's right. Now I named it class underscore mush. Cool. That's perfect. So then we go in our textures. This should be right too because the photo did appear. So class mush, nice. Oh, I think I know what the error is. I'm just going to copy that for now. So we're going to go into our flipbook textures. So what I did wrong is I typed in identifier here. This should have been that because that's what we use to reference the photo. So let's see if I am correct because I am a little bit tired right now. I mean, it's getting late. Yeah, it's been a really long day. So if we go into here, look at that. That was correct. Look at the animation. Boom, boom. Sweet. There we go. So yeah, that is how you make an animation block. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, definitely just hit me up. I will definitely be glad to answer them. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my content, please like and share. You guys have a great night.